The Weather Lab. Here's Rob's forecast.
Welcome back. Well, a quiet weather pattern for a couple more days, but some subtle changes by the end of the weekend. We'll see a few pop-up showers or storms, but rain chances 10% or less probably through Sunday, but should improve going into next week. And we'll take a look at those long-range models coming up in just a bit. First off, though, we'll set the stage and look at our 500 millibar pattern, which is looking at a pressure level that's roughly 18,000 feet up. This kind of gives us an idea on where the ridge, the upper level ridges and the upper level lows are. And we've had one planted over Mexico for a while. That's been exerting some of its dominance over us around the periphery of that ridge. Some thunderstorms across Oklahoma and Texas, but they are dropping due south with that northerly flow, or even south-southwest. Meanwhile, we have this upper level low over the eastern Gulf of Mexico and by Florida, and we're going to see a weakness here for quite a while, and this upper level low may eventually draw some tropical moisture northward. We'll talk more about that in the models. And then we have our tropical system in the Pacific that's been gaining steam for sure. Meanwhile, locally across the Gulf of Mexico region, you see some of those strong storms across Texas. Much needed rainfall there. We are quiet here in the Bayou State. And by the way, over toward Florida, it's been such a wet pattern that the drought status there has been eliminated, but not so locally across Louisiana, certainly into Texas. So the rains that they're getting here are much welcome, but they're just going to put little teeny tiny dents in the droughts in some spots. Meanwhile, locally, in spite of our rains on Tuesday, much of the state, the new drought status has much of the state abnormally dry, with a moderate drought in the northwestern part of the state up through the Arklatex and also across a good chunk of Acadiana. Well, Cameron was already in that moderate drought category right along the coast and Highway 82 down there. Meanwhile, much of, we'll say Acadia, portions of Allen, all of Evangeline, and a good chunk of St. Landry Parish now are in the moderate drought category. And you need more than just a daily afternoon shower or storm to get you out of a drought status. So it looks like this may continue to worsen before it gets better, but hopefully pretty good rain chances developing middle part of next week. So here's the big picture. Nice mesoconvective complex across the Red River moving down toward Texas. So they're taking the rain. You see some of those storms blowing up in the eastern Gulf of Mexico, but no major concerns there. And then we go farther to the south and down into the deep tropics, and we'll watch this moisture, this area right here. Lots of deep tropical moisture. That may head northward next week. And then we go into the Pacific. We have a disturbed area of weather over here that looks to develop, perhaps become the next tropical storm and or hurricane. And then our first tropical storm and hurricane in the Pacific Basin continues to strengthen. Look at this, an eye developing. It's hard to believe it's that time of year where we're talking about an eye. Category 2 storm now, Hurricane Aletta. The only reason why this is noteworthy is it's the first storm of the year, and it's going to stay at Cat 2 and then eventually weaken, not threatening any land, but it will send some pretty nice swells toward Cabo, but that's about it. Locally, our weather quiet overnight tonight. Fair skies. Will start off mostly sunny tomorrow. By lunchtime, temperatures in the lower 90s, heat indices in the mid 90s, under 100, so still not too uncomfortable humidity wise. Friday afternoon, maybe a pop-up shower or storm by Pontchartrain, but that's about it. Quiet night again tomorrow night, and then we get into Saturday. Might see a few more showers popping up on the radar in eastern Louisiana, but that's where they're going to stay. Some of that moisture, though, begins to work its way westward. And notice these lines right here. These are your pressure lines. They begin to pack a little bit better, so we'll see a little bit of an afternoon breeze Saturday and more than likely Sunday afternoon. So here's the GFS model. We're going to show you both long-range models, and notice that blob coming out of the Caribbean. We'll stop it at Thursday. GFS has been hinting at something coming out, kind of like it did with Alberto. It kind of sniffed out Alberto a few weeks ago before the European model did. So we'll keep an eye on this. That moisture moves northward, and notice how we finish off next week and go into the following weekend. Nice draw of tropical moisture toward the Gulf, so hopefully better rain chances there. We shifted over to the European model. You see our one storm weakening. There's that next one developing. But notice not much of a low pressure developing on this particular model, but it also shows the same thing. Nice draw coming out of the Gulf of Mexico, so more in the way of at least daily showers and thunderstorms, but that means it's also going to be very humid. So our overnight lows will be going up, even though our daytime highs probably stay in the low to mid 90s into next week. Tonight, lower 70s, mid 70s by morning. Then tomorrow afternoon, afternoon, back into the lower 90s. That heat index up to 97. Very light winds out there, so not much of a breeze. Back down into the low to mid 70s tomorrow night and lower 90s for Saturday, with the heat index once again pushing the upper 90s, but still below 100. We think for Saturday, maybe at 100, 101, 2 for Sunday. So a typical June night out there, fair skies, nearly calm winds, 72 your low, most spots lower 70s to mid 70s. Then tomorrow it's a copy and paste day. If you like today, tomorrow is just about going to be the same. Only difference today, 93 was the high. Tomorrow we'll go with 92, we hope. A little bit of a southwest breeze by late in the day at 4 to 8. As we go down the road, we'll see those temperatures lower 90s, but lo and behold, rain chances begin to perk up going into next week, especially the middle part of next week. Again, we're not going to see any washouts, but at least we'll see a better chance of scattered storms. Temperatures stay in the lower 90s. Overnight lows creeping upward, and toward the end of next week might see mid to upper 70s for lows. So that's when it's really going to start to feel like summer. Right now it's kind of like summer appetizer. It's hot, but not too humid. You get in the car, it's pretty steamy, but not too bad. Well, that's going to change in the weeks ahead.
Dipping our toes in the water right
Main
now.
course on its way.
Thanks, Rob.
Thank you, Rob.